This evening off, we have our first scholarship, the Joseph B. Murdoch Memorial Engineering Scholarship.
Hi, I'm Annie Snelling, and Joseph Murdoch was my dad. My father was a father of 5 and grandfather of 5 Oyster River High School graduates. He spent his career as an international expert in network theory and lighting design. He was an electrical engineering professor at UNH for over 50 years, as well as a volunteer in the community, providing strategies to illuminate Durham's streets and homes, and as a coach for many youth sports teams. Always committed to education, he spent 25 years on the Oyster River School Board, influencing the lives of many of Durham's youth. It is to honor that passion Joe Murdoch devoted to his engineering profession, to the Oyster River community, and to leaving the world a better place than he found it, that this scholarship is offered to Kyron Matthew Fitch, who will be pursuing an electrical engineering degree at the University of New Hampshire. Congratulations, Kyron, from the Murdoch family. And I don't think he's here.
Thank you.
I'm Heather McAnuff, and I'm going to present the Dorothy and Carl Wentworth Scholarship. Dorothy and Carl Wentworth were longtime residents of Madbury, New Hampshire. They owned and operated Kingman Farm until 1961. Dorothy and Carl were deeply committed to the Madbury community. Over the years, they contributed many hours of volunteer time to the town through the fire department, town library, and recreation committee. The Wentworths established this scholarship to offer financial support to graduating Madbury High School students who intend to pursue post-secondary education. The winner of the 2022 Dorothy and Carl Wentworth Scholarship is highly successful and hardworking, is a senior who plans to study business and exercise science at the College of Charleston next year. I'm pleased to announce the recipient for this year is Lindley Walker. The Wentworth Douglas Hospital Auxiliary Scholarship Program was established in December 1988. The scholarship is being presented to one of 7 area high school students who plan to pursue a career in a health-related field at either an accredited 2- or 4-year college or technical school. The 2022 recipient for Oyster River is Silas Garland.
Good evening, I'm Maria Rosie, and I teach here in the art department. The Josh and Nate Hardy Awards are funded in several ways, including support from the Bobcat Bolt, the Oyster River Alumni Association, and many individual donors. Josh died of a brain tumor in 1993, his senior year. He had hoped to go to art school. The Josh Hardy Art Award is given to a graduating senior who we believe has found the ORHS Art Department to be a special place for growth and development. This year's recipient creates art that often transports the viewer to an ethereal landscape, surrounded by rich colors and abundant growth. Over the past 4 years, during times of transition and adversity, she remained inspired and self-motivated. She is headed to the School of the Art Institute of Chicago to continue her artistic growth. Miss Ella Daniels.
everybody. Good evening. I'm Maura Slavin, Marina Slavin's mom. The scholarship is in memory of Marina. The Marina Slavin Memorial Scholarship is in memory of our daughter, I just said that, who graduated Oyster River High School in 2011. She was known for being an excellent runner, going barefoot, often sometimes walking to school barefoot and putting her shoes on to go into school, because that was the rule, and loving the color orange. But more importantly, she was habitually reaching out to others who might need a friend. She was often baking cookies for a new neighborhood family, walking to school with a new kid on the block, or baking lasagna for a family with a sick member, cheering on her teammates and opponents. She embraced life and the people in it, figuratively as well as literally. She was known for big, huge hugs and creating a feeling of community wherever life took her. I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who made Marina's Miles 5K, our fundraiser, a major success, or a success, since the first event in 2017, including during the COVID years. Thank you so much to all our sponsors, participants, donors, and volunteers, and especially to our major sponsor, Spike Trueworthy. It takes so many people to make it a success, and we're grateful for each one. This year we are holding a in-person 5K. If anybody would like to join us, it's on June 18th right here at the high school. Runners and walkers are all welcome. It will be our last event. I'm working full-time now, and it's just too much to do both. But we will be able to continue to award a scholarship for years to come. So the Marina's Miles Scholarship isn't really about the scholarship or the 5K for me. It's not about the money or the wonderful friends we've made or the community we've experienced or even promoting education. It's about remembering our daughter, the loving way she lived her life, and encouraging others to do the same. When she transferred to Houghton College, a little school in the middle of New York State, and we were waiting in the lounge the morning that all the transfer students were moving in and everybody's quiet and nobody knows each other. And Marina, who hated to be in the limelight, went up to somebody, "Hi, I'm Marina, what's your name? What's your major? Where are you from?" Next person, "Hi, I'm Marina, what's your name?" Next person. She was going around the room, everybody's watching her, and introducing herself to everybody in the room. She ended up making some really, really good friendships. If nothing else comes from Marina's Miles, we'd just like to encourage people to reach out to others, to have the courage to say hello, to bake that lasagna for a neighbor. So this year, this is the reason you're here, this year's recipient reflects many of Marina's best qualities. She was a top athlete on her team here at Oyster River. She helped and supported teammates as Marina did. And she got to enjoy being on the same team as her sister, as Marina did. She was a community builder in one class in particular during the difficult time of online learning, working with and supporting her classmates, whomever they may be. She also led softball clinics to share her love of her sport with younger athletes. She is headed to UNH next year and presumably will continue to reach out to others with a smile as Marina did in her college years. We're happy to award this year's Marina's Miles, I'm used to saying Marina's Miles, Marina Slavin Memorial Scholarship to Morgan Vino. Congratulations, Morgan.
Good evening. As early as the 6th grade, Nate Hardy wrote a paper about becoming a Navy SEAL. Through his years on the soccer and lacrosse fields with Seacoast United and Oyster River, he discovered and developed the fierce competitiveness and team-first mentality that would later serve him so well on his road to achieving his goal. In his senior year at Oyster River, he was selected by New Hampshire soccer coaches to the All-State second team. He was also elected by his teammates as co-captain of the ORHS boys lacrosse team. In November of '97, 5 months after graduating from ORHS, he enlisted in the United States Navy and began his SEAL journey, which included graduation with BUDS S-Class 221, 3 deployments with SEAL Team 8, completion of an 18-month course in Arabic at the Defense Language Institute, successful screening and selection as the #1 draft choice to the elite Naval Special Warfare Development Group, and a final deployment with Dev Gru Kilo team. He was killed in action by an Al-Qaeda suicide bomb on February 4th, 2008. Nate had many military honors. His life was fulfilled in his marriage to Mindy and the birth of their son Parker. The Nate Hardy Award, which is awarded to a male and a female varsity athlete who best exemplifies what Nate stood for on and off the playing field: physical and mental toughness, leadership, and determination. It's my pleasure to award the Nate Hardy Scholarship to Silas Garland and Annika Kell. Each year, Bellamy and Watson Fields Assisted Living Facilities in Dover are fortunate to employ many bright, hardworking high school students from local high schools between both facilities in their nursing, environmental, life enrichment, and dietary departments. This year, on behalf of both Bellamy and Watson Fields administration, we would wish to honor and thank 2 of our Oyster River High School graduates tonight who go above and beyond in their care and compassion for our aging population. The Bellamy, Watson, and Fields Assisted Living Nadine Savello Memorial Nursing Scholarship this evening is awarded to Tess Pischel. And the Bellamy and Watson Fields Assisted Living Activity Scholarship is awarded to Aislinn Doherty.
Give me 1 second. It's the important part. Good evening. My name is Celeste Best, and I am the National Honor Society Advisor here at the high school. The Shirley Thompson Memorial Scholarship is given in the memory of Shirley Thompson, a lifelong member of the Oyster River community. Shirley dedicated her life to serving the community that she held dear to her heart. Her passion for education and public service were evident in the many ways she tried to better the place that we all call home. This award will be given each year to a deserving member of the senior class who is also a member of the National Honor Society and who has demonstrated a passion and desire to serve those of the Oyster River community. Shirley wore many hats of service, from serving as the playground supervisor when her children were small to spending over 20 years tutoring math and reading at Moheramet Elementary School. She governed our school board, ensuring all children attending our schools receive the best education possible. Shirley also served as a select woman for the town, chaired the Durham Fire Department Ladies Auxiliary, and served as fire commissioner. The list goes on, but as you can see, Shirley did not like to have idle hands. In her 80 years, she did everything in her power to make Durham, Lee, and Madbury a better place to live and raise a family. This teddy bear, a part of the scholarship award, was a tradition started by Shirley. She was known to carry a trunk full of teddy bears in her car. It stemmed from her work with the Durham Fire Department when she wanted to have something to comfort children at the scene of a fire or accident. In later years, she worked with teachers here at ORHS to do teddy bear drives for local hospitals and children's homes. And sometimes she just gave them to people who were having a tough time to make them smile. So we wanted to carry on that tradition as part of the award and every year present a teddy bear to the recipient. Tonight, I'm honored to present this $1,500 scholarship to a young lady that exhibits a passion for service to her community in a very similar way to how Shirley lived each of her years. This student plans to attend Simmons University in the fall, where she will participate in a 3+1 program to earn her informational technology and library sciences degrees. Like Shirley, this student committed herself to service to give back to those who helped her. She played a huge part in helping Mrs. Harling turn our library space into a learning commons. She loved working with Spanish students in Mrs. Ayers and Mrs. Beaton's classes to help them learn to enjoy the language. At Simmons, this student hopes to continue her dedication to service by staying involved with the American Red Cross and also participate with unified sports programs in Boston area schools. It is my honor to present the Shirley Thompson Memorial Scholarship to Aislinn Doherty. Aramark, provider of food services, facilities management, and uniform and career apparel for healthcare institutions, universities, and school districts, offers a scholarship for a graduating Oyster River High School student. Applicants must have an intended career in one of the following areas: engineering, HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, electrical, plumbing, sustainability, or energy studies. The recipient must also plan to attend an accredited 2- or 4-year college or university, technical school, or trade school in the United States. This year, we are proud to pronounce the recipient of the Aramark Scholarship to Kyron Fitch.
Good evening. My name is Jason Baker. I have 2 scholarships tonight. The Brian Swift Scholarship was established with gifts from his family and friends. Brian passed away in the fall of his senior year, and he was a member of the class of 1996. This scholarship was created in Brian's memory and in recognition of all the good things done on his behalf during his illness. The recipient is a scholar athlete who is a college-bound graduating senior. The award recognizes demonstrated interest and accomplishment in the classroom in concert with exceptional qualities of team play, leadership by example, and school spirit. The criteria for selection of a recipient is meant to remind us all of Brian's love of life, persistence in the face of adversity, and commitment to his school. The 2022 Brian Swift Scholarship recipient is Emily Jackman. The Barrington Women's Club is a nonprofit organization designed to broaden and strengthen the moral, social, and intellectual life of its members and to contribute to the Barrington community. The 2022 recipient is Morgan Vina.
It's an honor for me to be here tonight to speak to all of you, and I want to commend every one of the, hello. I want to commend every one of the award recipients tonight, and I tip my hat to the parents and administrators who have assisted them along the way. This scholarship that is in my name was put together by, organized by Jack Edwards, the voice of the Bruins, and Mike Brayton and Joe Murdoch, whose father was memorialized here with the award tonight as well, back in September. And I was quite honored to have this award made in my name for obvious reasons. I graduated here in 1971, and so it's 51 years ago that, and I didn't get any awards, I'll tell you that. I got one, but I didn't get any money out of it. But at any rate, it's a tremendous award, and it's for a number of things. Number one, being a scholar athlete. Number two, being very active in the community. And number three, being a very, very good student. And my whole thing, if you see my emails, when I send one to you, at the bottom it says, live your dash with purpose. So your birth date and then a dash, and then of course there's no ending date. So your dash is your life. And I advise all of you as seniors to live your dash with a purpose. The purpose is not to make money. It doesn't matter what kind of house you have and the car you have and the shirt you got on your back, if it's a Gucci or whatever. It is if indeed you give back to others and how it makes you feel. Give something to someone and see how it makes you feel. And it'll be returned to you 10 times over. Not in money, but in compassion and love for from the other people. So, with that said, this year's recipient, who I've been told was quite active in the COVID situation, making masks for everybody here. She loves to sew and gave back to not only the school but the community in that type of way. That time, the time and the love they have for the fellow man that is going to come back tenfold and help them along the way. Again, with time and love and compassion for your fellow man. So this year's recipient is Ellie Donovan.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Nicolosi, and I'm the School Resource Officer for the Oyster River High School and the Middle School. The scholarship I am presenting today is in honor of Chief Ray Burrows, who served the Durham community from 1957 to 1979. When Chief Burrows first began working as a patrol officer, the Durham Police Department had minimal resources and lacked the number of officers needed to effectively serve the community. After taking over as chief in 1960, he molded Durham PD into a full-time department whose mission was to provide the highest caliber of service for the community. None of this would have been possible without his tenacity, dedication, and his lovely wife, Beverly. The two of them were a power couple, and they took the department from the Stone Age to the modern era. Throughout his life, Chief Ray Burrows demonstrated exemplary leadership, fairness, compassion, and humor as he sought to improve the safety and well-being of others. He helped set up a bike rodeo at the Oyster River schools, and he served as a role model amongst the youth in the community. He also served as the president of the New Hampshire Chiefs of Police Association. Sadly, Chief Burrows passed away on June 29, 1979, while still in office. Upon his death, a memorial fund was established from which a scholarship is being presented today. The Durham Police Officers Association awards a scholarship annually to a graduating senior who is pursuing a field career, a first responder, the medical field, the criminal justice field, or the field of law. This year's winner is an incredible leader and a fierce competitor on the softball field. She exemplifies the very qualities that Chief Burrows demonstrated throughout his life. There is no doubt in my mind that she will excel in whatever field of law she practices, and I fear for the lawyer that has to argue against her. This year, the award is presented to Morgan Vino. And next up is Petty Officer Joshua Hall.
Good evening. It is my honor and privilege to be here tonight. I've been a Navy recruiter for 6 years and never got to present this award before, just to kind of put into perspective of how difficult it is to get it. Roughly over 5,000 seniors and students nationally applied for this award. The award is the Navy Reserve Officer Training Corps Scholarship, and the selectee for that is Anika Kell. It'll cover up to $200,000 at Notre Dame.
Good evening. My name's Cam Collado. I coach baseball here. The Matt Sarno Award is given to an Oyster River baseball player who exemplifies the qualities that Matt lived by. Matt Sarno was a member of the Oyster River class of 2006. He excelled both on the field and in the classroom. Matt was a gifted three-season athlete, but his passion was baseball. He was a 3-year varsity baseball player and was the team's captain during his junior year. Matt dreamed of becoming a Division I baseball player. In the spring of his junior year, Matt lost his battle with acute leukemia. This scholarship, set up by friends and family, was established in his memory. I am pleased to give the award to someone who shows the same focus and determination as Matt. Additionally, this individual shares the same passion and reverence for the game of baseball. This year's Matt Sarno Award goes to Andy Carlson.
Good evening. My name is Gina Denuzio. I am the branch manager at First Seacoast Bank here in Durham. Durham is a very, as you all know, a very special place to live, work, and visit. And First Seacoast Bank has been in the community for over 40 years. We recognize that investing in the future is very, very important, which is why I'm very honored to present the First Seacoast Bank Scholarship Award to Morgan Vino.
Good evening. My name is Donovan Kelly. I'm here to present the Oliver Slazak Scholarship. Oliver Slazak was a student here at Oyster River High School who tragically passed away in 2007. He was one of my best friends in the world, so it means a lot to be able to hand out this scholarship. Oliver was a tremendously creative individual, a great musician, unbelievably hilarious, and above all, one of the smartest students in the school. It was pretty remarkable being his friend. I don't really know what he was doing hanging out with an idiot like me, but I'm honored to be able to hand out the scholarship today to a student that the committee believes really follows in Oliver's footsteps of being an unbelievable student and honoring creativity above all. So the 2022 Oliver Slazak Memorial Scholarship goes to Ethan Bissett.
Good evening. I'm Kara Sullivan. I'm here tonight as a Portsmouth Oyster River football booster to present the Portsmouth High School Football Scholarship. During the 2021 football season, 24 Oyster River players participated in the Portsmouth Oyster River Football Cooperative. This included 6 seniors: Silas Garland, Julian Severance, Joseph Sigmund, Cole Spires, Keegan Tillinghast, and Ethan Yu. These seniors are our first graduating class of Portsmouth Oyster River football, as the cooperative started when they were just freshmen. The Portsmouth High School Boosters awards academic scholarships to all eligible players based on the number of years they played football. Tonight, we are happy to award 3 football scholarships. Please join me in congratulating 3 individuals: Silas Garland, Julian Severance, and Ethan Yu.
Hi everyone, my name is Adam Lacasse and I teach business and economics. Tonight I'm here to give the award for the 2022 Oyster River Alumni Association Scholarship. The Oyster River Alumni Association was founded in 2005 and is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Some of the goals of this alumni association include strengthening the Oyster River community by facilitating alumni connections, providing funds to support current Oyster River High School students, events, and projects, and increasing awareness of the major important issues facing the school district. The Oyster River Alumni Association Scholarship in the amount of $300 is given annually to a graduating senior who has demonstrated talent and enthusiasm for the Oyster River community organizing and is likely to continue these efforts in the future. It is an honor and a pleasure to present the 2022 Alumni Association Scholarship for Oyster River Community Organizing to Olivia Gass. As Olivia begins the next phase of her life, we hope that she will remain connected to the Oyster River community as an active leader and also consider joining the Oyster River Alumni Association Board of Directors. Congratulations.
Hey everyone. My name is Alex Freed. I'm here to present the Environmental Sustainability Scholarship. I graduated from Oyster River in 2009. I was the first recipient of the Environmental Sustainability Scholarship. I want to thank Diana Carroll for creating the scholarship, who is here in the audience, and also to the committee that has set up the process of reviewing applicants and making decisions every year. So the scholarship was instrumental for me. I went on to the University of New Hampshire. You may be familiar with the program at the University of New Hampshire called Trash to Treasure. My friends and I started that program in 2010. After graduating, we took that program national, and I started a nonprofit called the Post Landfill Action Network. And in the last 10 years, we have grown tremendously. We have a full-time team located in multiple states. We work with over 1,000 colleges and universities, and we've supported over 60,000 students on leadership programs. So that is my backstory and why I was asked to come back and present the awardees for today's scholarship. We're giving away 3 awards today. Excited to share the stories of these individuals. The first award goes to Evie Ashburner. Evie has been a dedicated member of the Oyster River High School Sustainability Club since starting her freshman year. This year, Evie was instrumental in the creation of Seacoast Students for Sustainability, or SS4S, a soon-to-be nonprofit, which is a coalition of different high school sustainability clubs throughout the Seacoast, including Oyster River, Portsmouth, Dover, and Newmarket. This past spring, SS4S hosted its first Earth Day rally in Portsmouth. I don't know, if you want to come up, you're welcome to. I'm going to keep calling the rest of you. Is it cool if we have all 3 of you stand up here together? Great. All right. Next up, we got Elise Wohlheim. Since the start of her freshman year, Elise has been a dedicated member of the Sustainability Club. She has a passion for advocacy, from testifying at the New Hampshire State House on a bill to ban plastic straws and plastic bags, to campaigning to free the Oyster River this past winter. Elise was also part of the team that designed the Earth Day prep rally and activities this spring. Thank you, Elise. And finally, we have Laura Slama. Laura has been a steadfast leader in the compost challenges that have plagued Oyster River High School for a number of years. In a labor-intensive effort over the past 2 years, Laura has been an integral part of troubleshooting, administering surveys, gathering feedback from teachers and the custodial staff, and developing thoughtful solutions. Laura has also led workshops with teachers in the Durham community to talk through the new compost solution. Laura here? All right. Elise.
I need these glasses. Well, good evening and congratulations to all those recognized for their academic achievements and for those of you that are receiving scholarship awards this evening. I know it's a culmination of hard work and dedication, especially in light of how COVID has kind of interrupted your high school years. The Todd Wakeling Scholarship is based on the ideals of duty, honor, and country, and all the students who applied for this scholarship, I'm sure, exemplify these fine standards. It was a committee of teachers and administrators that chose a scholarship winner from the pool of the applicants. When Todd left Oyster River High School, it was exactly 20 years ago. He set out, like many of you will, to pursue a career in service. Whether it's military service or service to others, as possibly a teacher, a fireman, doctor, maybe a social worker, it's the hope that you have to make the world a little bit better place and a little safer place to live in. Well, Todd chose the path of the military, and that's what led him to accept an invitation to the West Point Military Academy. Todd believed in teamwork, loyalty, hard work, and of course, having fun, and sometimes that fun got him to a little bit of trouble. After his death, his fellow cadets wrote to us that no matter how difficult the task, challenging the environment, or how miserable the conditions, and he liked miserable conditions, he could always be seen up front with the leaders, but he would always look back to make sure no one was left behind. So his family and friends established this $5,000 scholarship award to honor his memory. And the scholarship tonight goes to Andrew Kelly.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mr. Lacasse. I teach business and economics here. And tonight I have the pleasure of representing the Oyster River Teachers Guild, which is our union. At the heart of the Oyster River Teachers Guild is the commitment to the betterment of our students. It is the guiding principle that informs our daily practice. Early on, the Oyster River Teachers Guild realized that some of our students required more than academic assistance. In 1981, we began to try to help with this and select individuals who are committed to education, character, and excellence, with one $250 award resulting from the individual member contributions and profits from the high school dance organized by Guild members. The scholarship was born. In the last 30 years, the Guild has established an annual scholarship that has grown to 2 awards of $1,000 each, and we couldn't be happier with this year's recipients. They are 2 individuals who embody the qualities of this award was envisioned for, and we know they will go far. It is a great pleasure and honor to present these 2 awards to Silas Garland and Mr. Aidan Whelan.
Hello, I'm Mark Milliken, here to present 2 awards. The first one is the Thomas Nazaro Humanitarian Scholarship Award. Thomas Nazaro was a member of the ORHS class of 2000. In addition to being both a Boy Scout and a probationary member of the Madbury Fire Department, Thomas was planning to pursue a professional career in firefighting after high school. This scholarship has been established to honor Thomas's involvement in providing help within his local community, with the purpose of furthering the education of graduating ORHS senior who plans to focus on a field of study that will ultimately serve the members of a community. Tonight, I'm very pleased to award the Thomas Nazaro Humanitarian Scholarship Award to Lindley Walker. The Evelyn Robbins Memorial Scholarship recognizes a graduating senior with exceptional academic achievement who plans to attend a 2- or 4-year school. The recipient must also participate in one or more of the following athletic teams: baseball, softball, and/or tennis. We are proud to present this year's recipient of the Evelyn Robbins Memorial Scholarship to Brendan Teeter.
Good evening. I'm Mike McCann, here to present the Ann Draper Brown Memorial Scholarship. Ann Draper Brown was the principal of Oyster River High School from 1988 until her death in 1996, following a very courageous battle against pancreatic cancer. Ann loved the humanities and divulged that her SAT verbal score was 800, her math maybe half that. Neither was ever confirmed. The Ann Draper Brown Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a graduate who leans in those directions and also may be ebullient, generous, compassionate, gregarious, sociable, honorable, courageous, honest, enthusiastic, kind, and tolerant. Each year, our ORHS recipient honors Ann's memory through actions and beliefs matching those that Ann lived daily. We would like to congratulate this year's recipient, Elise Riddell. The John R. and Virginia R. Cooper Memorial Scholarship is a merit scholarship established in the memory of John R. and Virginia R. Cooper. It acknowledges the importance of high academic achievement, strong character, leadership, and participation in the school and community. The recipient is in the top half of the graduating class and will be attending the University of New Hampshire, the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, or a selective private four-year college or university. The scholarship recipient has completed 4 years of French and participated in school music and/or athletic programs. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Zoe Boyd.
Hello, my name is Katie Maggio, and I'm proudly presenting the next award on behalf of the Oyster River High School PTO. So each spring, the 4 Oyster River School PTOs put together a scholarship on behalf of Lynn Little. She was an amazing woman. She started this joint tradition in 1989. It was felt that a monetary acknowledgement that was effective use of funds for volunteering, such a huge part, and that's why the PTO made it near and dear to their hearts. Now, after 2 years, the award was named for Lynn Little, who served as the chairman of the district-wide Oyster River Education Workshop and many other capacities, and she was a parent volunteer at all grade levels throughout the years that her 2 sons attended Oyster River School. It was at that point that the award became supported by all schools in the Oyster River School District. It was until her death from cancer in 1991, Lynn was a reliable and tireless worker who generously contributed her time and talents to the betterment of our Oyster River school system. So it is my complete honor to award the 2002 Lynn Little PTO Scholarship for Volunteerism to Aislinn Doherty.
Last but not least, I'm Amy Caldecott here on behalf of the Oyster River Boys Hockey Boosters, and I'm excited to present this year's award to 2 great seniors who've shown a strong passion for helping others and plan to continue their journey of giving back. The scholarship was established to recognize senior boys or girl hockey players who understand the importance of giving back, volunteering, and striving to make the world a better place. These students both played many sports, including tennis, golf, lacrosse, and baseball. They're seen as leaders among their peers and role models to younger players. For the record, these winners were chosen by the Scholarship Selection Committee at the high school and not the boosters. I am thrilled to announce that These two students will receive each $1,000 from the Oyster River Hockey Boosters, and I'm happy to present it to Jack Caldecott and Andy Carlson.
So listening to all the attributes and characteristics behind those scholarships, we definitely see those in you, our seniors, tonight. So one more round of applause for all of our scholarship winners. So I want to thank everyone for being a part of today's celebration. It's wonderful to see you all together again, and you have very bright futures in front of you. We are very proud to be a part of your story. We are also excited for graduation, for our community coming together on Friday to celebrate you. So we hope you have a wonderful evening and enjoy the rest of Senior Week. Thank you very much.